back. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Mac here, and listen, today is day one of us exploring Glasgow. I'm really excited to be here, and I'm really excited that we made it up safely. It was a long drive last night, so go check out that video if you haven't. But this is day one of 48 hours here in the city, and we're going to spend the majority of this trip in the city. We have hunted down all of the best locations, and we're going to go find them over the next 2 days. This is going to be a lot of fun. The weather is exactly as I anticipated the weather would be. It's a little cool, and it's anticipated to rain this afternoon, or it may rain in the next 15 minutes. Who knows? We have the layers because we are prepared for Scottish weather. We're getting off the beaten path, and we're trying to find out where the locals at. Today we're starting out at the Rail Yard Market on the hunt for some Vietnamese coffee.
Okay, and the same bag?
Oh, that's fine. No, same bag is fine. So there are a lot of shops here, but the sausages, we're always on the hunt for some really great sausage, and we don't find it all the time. And I think we may have hit gold here. Let's go and taste it and see if we're right.
And the beef Drobo's curry is a dried sausage. It's totally different texture and flavour. But this is similar texture as that one, but it's red wine.
Okay, you said chorizo has a little kick to it.
It's a small warmth to that. But then the Enduya's hotter again. There's a lady had that this morning, and it's anybody who ahead of. But if you want hot, there's a guy over there who has some hot sauces.
Okay.
I
like the fennel. The one with the fennel. Chorizo's nice too.
These are lovely. They're award-winning, so they're all nice.
What did you say?
I said the andouille is nice. The flavour is nice. It develops a little slower later.
True, but the one that grabbed my attention the most. Oh, there's a little heat on the backside of the andouille. A little warmth there.
You want 50?
But the salami with fennel, I'm shocked because I really like that one. We're going home with two of those. Two of those at least, right? Yeah.
You never taste the fennel part.
Yeah, normally the fennel is like, but this a perfect blend. But now we're getting the star of the show, what we really came here for, which is the Vietnamese coffee. This stuff is all over the internet, and I want to see if it's as good as everyone says. It's starting to rain, but it's really funny because no one has moved, no one has left. I just saw everyone reach into a bag and pull out a jacket. So no leaving, just preparing for the weather and change your outfit to match the conditions. The Vietnamese coffee is really a unique flavor. If you've had, like we did a class on coffee, and so if you like a lot of very uniquely flavored coffee, that's what you're getting. You're not getting the normal Folgers type stuff. This is not even Costa coffee. This is more specialty coffee, and that's what it tastes like. It tastes like a really high-end specialty coffee, something out of the mountains somewhere, out of some country you're unfamiliar with.
So, yeah, the last time we had a specialty coffee that was this strong was like Black Sheep.
Black Sheep. Yeah, Black Sheep has a coffee that is similar to this. Not quite as strong as this, though. This has an acidy taste to it. It's very acidic. It's a very acidic coffee, which is a very unique flavor. Once you try it, though, you'll definitely know that it's not normal.
But I like
It's not that it's not bad. It's just not normal. I do like it, but only because I've become a little bit of a coffee connoisseur. So I've been talking with a lot of the vendors, even spoke with just some people sitting around here, and I've enjoyed those type of conversations. That's exactly what I was looking for. I told you I wanted to dig in deeper into local culture this time, and that's the reason we came to this city. It's a little off the beaten path, but there's so much to see and so much to do here, and we're just getting started. So Blair and I are out on a walk. So we're going to walk through this park, and there's this underpass, and I'm like, trolls live under there. And that's the underpass I'm talking about. And if there's ever a place that trolls live, it's there. Look at that. Those down at the end, you see those slits? That's where the trolls are, deeper under there. I wasn't going under there, so we're going over the bridge instead of under the bridge because I don't want to play with trolls. Oh, that's a really nice mocha, really creamy. I guess I've ended up on a bit of a coffee tour here, and I don't mind that at all. I'm gonna say something that the English may not like or agree with, but I'm gonna say it. And I think the Scottish love dogs more than the English. I've seen more dogs here in this city than I've seen in any English city or anywhere else, really. This is the most dogs I've seen just out on a leash anywhere. The Scottish really love their dogs. There's another market that I really want to check out here in Glasgow, and that is the Barras Market. It looks really vintage. It looks like it's been around for a long time. I think it's one of the oldest markets in the city. I love finding this because this is where you find those nice little trinkets and tricks and things of that sort. Let's go see what's up here. This is our first time exploring this area, guys. I really get excited about exploring new areas, new cultures, new shopping, new experiences. Can I get an Ethiopian coffee in here? Yeah. So there's a nice restaurant here called Habesha. What is it? Habesha Café? Habesha Café. And I just stepped up and said, hey, can I get an Ethiopian coffee here? Because I've been wanting to try an Ethiopian coffee for years. I've seen it on television. I've never had the experience. So I want the experience now. Ethiopia is widely considered the birthplace of coffee. It has some of the most diverse flavors and varieties of coffee, and I definitely want to experience some of that today. So it's a really good flavor. It's a unique flavor though. If you've never experienced a lot of different flavored coffee beans, you can definitely tell that this is not the usual coffee bean. This has a bit more of an acidic flavor. It's not the same as the Viennese coffee that we had this morning, which also has an acidic flavor to it. This is a different flavor. And then Blair mentioned that there's a hint of spice that's added to it. I'm not sure what all the flavoring is, but there's another element. There's a deeper richness to the flavor. Not just acidic, but coffee, a hint of acidic, and then there's an aftertaste, which gives you the faintest hint of like a chai tea, but that's not what it is. It's very different. It's very unique. You like it?
Tastes like glass.
So of course it's raining on us, but that's to be expected. We're in Scotland and the weather is, well, I knew it was going to rain this afternoon. It's a bit variable, but the kids really want to get out and just kind of explore along with us today. So we're all out and we're just going to have a bit of fun. Rain never hurt anyone. And that is such a false statement. Rain has hurt people. Rain has hurt a lot of people. just, well, not copious amounts of rain, not too much rain has never hurt anyone, but this rain has never hurt anyone. This type of rain you can handle, but rain is actually pretty dangerous now that I think about it. Probably that phrase should just go away. Rain never hurt anyone. I'm not going to use that anymore. Unfortunately, the rain has shut down some of the outdoor sections of the shopping out here today, but we're going to still get out, see what's available, see what's out here. I think there's still a lot of shops still open, but some of them did have to kind of move it indoors. Let's keep moving around. There are some artisans here, but this is clearly much more of a vintage market, but I'm enjoying it just the same. Explain to me cappuccino ballerina.
It's ballerina cappuccina. It's Italian brain rot. It makes no sense.
And there's chalala.
It's
Over there,
it's just words mixed together in Italian.
Tralaleo, tralala, what is that one?
chalala.
What does that mean?
It's a cycle shoe.
Supposed to be blue.
His shoes are supposed to be blue.
Yep.
Is this Generation Alpha stuff? Blair's Generation Alpha?
Yeah, Gen Alpha and Gen Beta.
Gen Alpha, hold on. Gen Beta?
Yeah, Gen Beta started this year, I think.
So I'm not a millennial. I was born right before millennials started. So I don't get the millennial tag that the old millennials get. Blair's a millennial, but I'm not. I'm whatever was before millennials. That's what I am. But to see the stuff from Generation Alpha and Generation Beta, I didn't even know we made it to Beta. This is a nice little, it's given like swap meet. There's an area in DC that used to look like this, and it used to be really cool. It's gotten a little too hippie for its own good now, the DC part, not this one. This one's cool, okay? Anyone who wants one can pick one. That's one. Trey picked a keychain one. Matthew picked one.
Te quiero decir, te elijo a ti. Si me dan a elegir, te elijo a ti. Para poder vivir, te elijo a ti. Es lo que me hace sentir, te elijo a ti. Lo que siento es tan fuerte, imposible no elegir.
We walked through another market like this in Manchester. I think that was Aflax. It's the very same vibe as Aflax.
Lo que siento es tan fuerte, imposible no elegirte. Ahora que estás aquí para poder existir, te elijo a ti, te lo voy a repetir, te elijo a ti, siempre voy a insistir, te elijo a ti, ya no quiero sufrir, te elijo a ti. Lo que siento es tan fuerte, imposible no elegirte, ahora que estás aquí. Lo que imposible no elegirte. Ahora que estás aquí, te quiero decir, te elijo a ti. Si me dan a elegir, te elijo a ti.
That was such an exciting shopping experience. It was so eclectic. There were so many different things. There were things new, things old, artisan made, handmade, counterfeit. It was everything in there, and I loved it. I just love that because you know it's purely local. That's not for people who are out of town. That's purely for the locals, and that's the kind of experience that I'm tracking down here while we're in Glasgow.
Quiero decir que te quiero, 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 te quiero decir, te quiero decir, te elijo a ti.
Nothing like walking through a graveyard on a cold, wet, rainy day. Yeah, so if you're not walking in the rain through a graveyard in Scotland, are you really in Scotland? I mean, seriously, graveyards all over the place here. And there's rain all over the place. So those two things do tend to collide and you get caught out in it. I saw a sign that said free graveyard tours and I was like, it's still daylight, I can do this. Okay, you see all that moss growing all over these tombstones? It's definitely giving that Scottish, yeah, only in the daylight, people, only in the daylight. But no, we don't muck around tombstones and graveyards at night. I had an experience when I was a kid. Someday I may talk about it. I'm not gonna talk about it now. We're in a graveyard, probably not the best place to talk about it. However, I will say this. Blair and I were looking at a home the other day. We were just walking through it. And we noticed that the house had a room and had two doors. One door we could see was the door we came in and out of, and the other door went to a wall. And the person said, oh, it just opens up to the other side. So we walked out of that room and went to the other room. And on the other side of that wall, there was no opening for a door. So we went back to the door and it was locked. There was a locked door in a house on a wall. The back side of the wall was nothing there. The door was locked. I left it alone. Doors go to places. And if there's a door, then it opens and goes somewhere. I don't know why there'd be a door in a house that doesn't open up to a room, but there it was, a door in a house that didn't open up to anywhere. If you say, well, they could have just, been there, may have used to go somewhere, then take down the door. Don't leave doors that could go places if you're not going to have some place for the door to go. That's my rant of the day. In the rain in Scotland, take down the useless doors. And if you ask the question, why are we walking in the rain? Well, we wanted to see some of the murals, and there's some right across the way. But we just stepped back out of the rain for a moment to slightly dry off before we step back in the rain to go check out some of these murals. Blair and I were walking along, we were getting drenched in the rain, and we popped up on the Merchant Square where it never rains, which I think is a nice slogan because it is definitely pouring outside. You come in here and get some libations because this is like a great place for libations. I love the way Glasgow is a puzzle. Everywhere you go, you take a corner, you go through a little archway, and you pop out into shopping. And if you don't know, it's like it's a city of being in the know. You have to be in the know to know where all the shops are, where all the restaurants are, because they're all tucked away and hidden away in little corners. And only the locals know how to find them. It's really exciting. So this is a very contemporary art gallery. We've done a lot of art galleries before. I think I'm more of a classical art gallery. Monet paintings hanging on the wall, massive and beautiful. The contemporary stuff is sometimes it's hard to interpret. And that one has some great history in it, but I don't think it's something I want to repeat with the kids because it's just, they wouldn't really vibe with it. And it's a lot of steps, not a lot of elevators. I love the broad avenue and walkways that we're going down here. The shops are all individual, not necessarily shopping center, but you're going to get your steps in out here. But it is really lively, it's energetic, there's a lot of people out even in the rain. Of course, we're in Scotland, so the rain's not going to stop anyone here. But I love the environment. It just feels there's a good energy out here. I love it. It's a good energy. If you know anything about me and Blair, you know we can't go through a whole day without getting some bubble tea. Luckily for us, Glasgow has a HeyTea. It looked like it just got here a few months ago, so it's still fairly new. But I'm glad it's in the city, and we're trying to make it there before they close. It's never fun walking in the rain. However, after the rain, most cities, just like this one, take on a hazy, dreamlike glow because you get the neon lights reflecting, and then there's all the water drops reflecting light. It's just a really nice vibe out here tonight. The temperature's great. It stopped raining, at least for now, and everyone's out. People going into the clubs, they're going to the bars, they're having a good time. We just hit up HeyTea. We want to go to a place, but I don't know if we'll do that or we just head on back. But right now, I'm really enjoying the views out here. I'm really enjoying the energy, and I'm really enjoying this city. There was a pigeon on the ground, and there was this lady who felt as though she felt incumbent upon her to, I don't know, protect the pigeon, save the pigeon. I don't know what she's going to do with the pigeon, but she was bothering the hell out of that pigeon. Why didn't she just leave it alone? I don't know, because people like to save animals, but pigeons out in the wild should probably just be left out in the wild. I left her back there. Me and Blair kind of raised our eyebrows like, okay. Good luck with that pigeon. And then the pigeon turned and went down a dark little alleyway too. So pigeon pretends to be ill, then turns and walks down the alleyway. You follow pigeon down in the dark alleyway. Okay, all right. You don't believe in ghosts and ghouls, but I do. So to speak to the African descendants or the Black Scottish or Scottish of African descent, however you want to term it, there's not many of them here. We have crisscrossed this entire city all day long, and I think we've seen 10 people. Blair says 10 is stretching. We have been out since this morning, everywhere, all over the city, in the city center, tucked away little areas, different places, and we haven't seen a lot of people. And that's why I heard that it's a very low percentage here. And that's why the building community has been hard amongst that group of people, and then they come from different varying places. We haven't seen many. And we're not just tracing down people, and we're not treating black people like magical fairies to find or unicorns, but I'm just talking about what we've noted as we've been out today. We haven't noted very many. Now, everyone has been friendly because people don't necessarily think about it that way. It's a very American thought process to think about race first, right? People may think nationality first. I'm just noting because it's been a big topic on TikTok and social media about people who are here from African descent. But we did go into an Ethiopian restaurant and we had some Ethiopian coffee, and that stuff was stout. I told the guy I couldn't drink it all, and he said, yeah, it is pretty strong. I apologize for not being able to drink it all. It was really good, and it had a cinnamon aftertaste to it, but man, it was strong. And I had already had some Vietnamese coffee, and I also had a cappuccino. That's why I'm so wide awake right now. That is a lot of coffee. And the Ethiopian stuff was really tasty. It took about 25 minutes to prepare it for. So those were the only people of African descent that we really talked to and had an engagement today. We didn't ask them anything about the whole Scottish, not Scottish aspect. We left that alone because we didn't feel like that's why we were there. We knew it was an Ethiopian restaurant. We went there to try some of the Ethiopian coffee, and we had a great time doing that. It's been a wonderful day, but this is only day one. We have another day coming up here, and I'm really excited about what we're going to do for day two. It's going to be maybe a little more sedate, maybe not. Maybe we'll find some really cool things to get into. I don't know, but you'll have to watch the video tomorrow to find out. I've enjoyed this day, but you know what? We're going to break it right here, and I'll see you tomorrow.